Yeah, okay, very good. Too fake. Okay, so Jay, why do you think it was too fake? Too predictable? Okay, I don't like the plot because life is not like that. Okay, so this kind of leads to my next question. Some of you have said that it's maybe not realistic. So my next question, yeah, it kept lingering in your mind. Good answer. So, oh, happy endings are too fake. Yeah, I totally agree. So do you think it's an accurate representation of Korean society? So when you watch the movie, do you think Korea is really like this? Or do you think some parts were not very accurate? Pony, for a few days you felt uneasy? Yeah, me too. I still feel uneasy. It was exaggerated? Okay, Kate, which parts do you think was exaggerated? I'd like to hear your feedback. Okay, Ronju says a lot. While taking this class, you think so? Okay, Joseph, what do you think? You think it's accurate? Totally up and down. Okay, there seem to be kind of mixed opinions about that. It's too extreme. It's a problem. It's not a problem only in Korea. That's very true. So a lot of countries struggle. The USA struggles hugely with this kind of thing. Not only Korean society, but everywhere. Very true. Good point, Jae-bang. So I'm kind of curious because when I watch a movie that's based in Ireland, my country, often it is so embarrassing to watch because even if it's made by an Irish director, they make everything so extreme and they use a lot of stereotypes. So everybody is in a pub drinking beer because Ireland is very famous for Guinness and beer. So in the movie, you know, there are like, everything is rural. There are no cities and there are sheep everywhere and people drinking beer and playing music. And so when I watch it, I think, oh my gosh, this is not really what Ireland is like. But I think Bong Joon-ho kind of, yeah, his representation seems to appear kind of exaggeration. Okay. Yeah, the movie really makes you think a lot about the gap between the rich and the poor. Yes, Erin, I'm from Ireland, yeah. So my accent maybe doesn't sound very typically Irish because I've lived in Korea for a long time and I lived in Australia for 4 years, but I am from Ireland. So if you have any questions about Ireland, you can let me know. That's how you felt exactly. Okay, good. It's really good to get all of your feedback about the movie. Okay. Yeah, Erin, your name means Ireland. Yeah, that's amazing. So Erin is the Irish word for Ireland. So I wonder how you chose your name or where you're from. Ireland is beside England. Yeah. Yes, Guinness is very expensive. And Joseph, you shouldn't drink it in any other country than Ireland because it's only made in Ireland and it doesn't travel well. So when you drink Guinness in another country, then it kind of, the quality goes down the further away it travels from Ireland. So in Korea, it doesn't taste like real Guinness. Oh, you have a close Irish friend? That's awesome. You remind me, I hope that that's a good thing. Okay. So my next question is, for the movie world, does Ireland people speak Irish? Yes. So our first language is English, but we have 2 national languages, English and Irish. Only about 1% of the population speak Irish fluently now because it's almost never used. I studied it for 5 years, so I was pretty much fluent, but now I've forgotten a lot of it. But my name is an Irish name. It's not English, it's Irish language. So yeah, my mom speaks Irish fluently, but it's not really used. So for the movie world, it was the first time a non-English movie won an Oscar. Have you ever watched a movie in a language other than English or Korean? Ah, Erin, your mom is Catholic. So yeah, we have a big Catholic population in Ireland. So, okay, great. Oh, tons of Chinese, Japanese, French. Okay, can you recommend any, Jay? I have watched some Spanish movies. I watched a Japanese horror movie, but it was too scary for me, so I've never watched another Japanese movie. Untouchable. Oh, this is such a great movie. I think it's called The Untouchables or Untouchables. This is a French movie. I really recommend it. Japanese, Chinese, Thai. Okay, wow. You guys have watched, because I guess for, oh, Italian, very nice. I guess for Koreans, you guys often watch movies from like China and dramas from China and from Japan. For us, as English speakers, we are quite lazy about it because we can easily have access to so many movies in English and so many dramas. Sometimes we watch French ones. There are some very popular Spanish movies. Sunflower, Japanese love letters, Japanese horror movie. Okay, wow, okay, good answers. So maybe you guys can get some recommendations then if you want to watch another foreign film from a different language. And if you can watch an English movie with no subtitles, that's amazing, but it is tricky. Okay, so we don't have much time, so I'm going to introduce some phrasal verbs. Oh, okay. I'm going to introduce some phrasal verbs from the movie. So if you are not aware of what a phrasal verb is, we use these so much. So it's a combination of a word and a particle, which is usually a preposition where the word takes on a new meaning. So for example, give, but give up means to quit. So I have taken some phrasal verbs directly from the movie script, and I'm just going to explain what they mean and give you some examples. Apple, you really think I'm cute? I think this might be my coworker who is on here teasing me. Apple, are you a student or are you one of my coworkers? So the first one I'm going to introduce is hold off. Okay, so for example, in the movie, one of the characters, I think the poor son, says we should hold off on the printing until the place clears out. Do any of you know what hold off means? At the minute, because of the coronavirus, unfortunately, we have to hold off on offline classes. So a lot of things are being held off. So does anyone know what hold off means? Wait it out, good. Okay. So wait it out is also very informal. Jay, can you explain what wait it out means? Wait, postpone. Okay, good. Very good. So to delay or postpone an action or some kind of feeling. Okay, so if you hold off, and obviously with phrasal verbs, we don't really use them in formal writing, but we use them so much in speaking because they are more informal. Okay, be patient. Not really be patient, because be patient is more associated with your feeling, but it just means to wait, because you can hold off, but you can also feel impatient at the same time. Write it out, good. Okay, so write it out is a very good one. Well done, Jay. Push back, very good. So you guys are introducing some more phrasal verbs. What about fit in? I'm sure most of you have heard this one before, and this is one that's used a lot in the movie. I think one of the most important lines is when the son says towards the end, he's holding the rock and he says, do I fit in here? So it's kind of like a very important, I am your father? I don't think my dad knows how to use YouTube, Apple, so I don't know if I believe you. And it's 4 a.m. in Ireland right now, so I'm pretty sure my dad is asleep right now. This is definitely Josh. Josh loves Star Wars. Okay. Fit in, match, okay. Be suitable, okay, good. Fit in is quite a difficult one to describe. So to be suitable, usually in a group, very good, Joseph, to belong or conform, yeah. So to be suitable and compatible or blend in with others in a group. So if I'm on a subway in Korea, usually I don't fit in because I look very different. And often people will ask me, are you Russian? And sometimes I just say, yeah, yes, I am. Okay, so fit in, blend in, very good. So blend in particularly with a group. Okay, so if you fit in, you are suitable or compatible with a particular group of people, or for example, with society. Okay, next one is bring up. So I am trying to be serious, and Apple keeps bringing up how cute people are. So bring up. Oh, it's okay, Jay. I just laugh at it. I don't think they are being rude. Oh, Jay, you're too sweet. So if you bring up something, bring up actually can have a few different meanings depending on the context. Mention, raise. Okay, good, raise. Okay, so to raise what? Raise a baby? Vomit? Okay, yeah, bring up has so many different meanings. Okay, so to come up with something to talk about. So if someone brings up their food, it can mean to vomit. If someone brings up a baby, it means to raise a baby. And if someone brings up a topic, okay, which I gave the example of Apple brings up people's cuteness, it means to start talking about something. Yeah, to start talking about something. Okay, so you guys are too good at this, so I'm going to move on to some slang from the movie, since you guys seem to know a lot of these. So if there's anything that I mentioned that you weren't sure about, just leave me a question. I'll be happy to answer it. Okay, throw up, yeah, depending on the context, bring up can mean to throw up or to vomit. Okay, so we're going to move on from phrasal verbs because you guys are very good at those. And there is a lot of slang in the movie and idiomatic language that we can use that's really, really, really useful. So the first one is loaded. Loaded is a slang adjective that we use. I will give you an example. I live in Haebangchon because I'm not loaded. And the Samsung family are loaded. So does anyone know what loaded means? Well off. So well off means like quite rich or rich, but loaded is more extreme. So it's stronger. It's a stronger version of rich or wealthy. It means very, very rich, extremely rich. Yeah. So it's kind of like well off, wealthy, rich are here. Loaded is here, like so, so rich. Okay. Next one, loaded with time, not the cash. Next one is Bill Gates is loaded. Jay, you are loaded? Oh, you're loaded with time, not cash. Booze. Okay. Booze. So for example, my favorite Korean booze is makgeolli. So hopefully that sentence will enable you to guess the meaning of booze. Alcohol, good, but just spelling there, alcohol. We also now use booze often as a verb. So you can say, oh, are you going to booze this weekend? So drink too much. So booze can be a noun or a verb. So I can say, let's buy some booze. Okay, or did you booze yesterday? Oh, Urban Dictionary, very good. So if you guys are not familiar, Urban Dictionary is a great website for these kind of things. But be careful with it because remember, it's a little bit like Wikipedia where anybody can put in an entry. So if you search my name on Urban Dictionary, it's like Akiva is a person who is very popular and has hundreds of friends. I'm like, who makes this stuff up? Okay, booze are not good for me. So remember, booze is an uncountable noun. So we don't use the plural. It's like alcohol. So we never put S and we'd say booze is bad for me. No, why do people, I cannot answer your question. Sorry, I'm not sure how to say your name, but why do people fart? I don't know the answer to that question. I guess it depends on what they eat. Okay, this one is a little bit more difficult. So I'll be very impressed if you get this one. What does your gut say? What does your gut say? So for example, maybe my booze can be a verb, yeah. But somebody said booze are not good for me. Booze is an uncountable noun. So when we use it as a noun, we always say booze is, like alcohol. We can't say alcohol are, because we never add an S to it. So booze can be a verb or a noun, both. Okay. Mac is Irish surname. That's right, Jung Hee Lee. So my family name is McCotter. Courage, your instinct. Okay, I'm very impressed with Jay. So if I say, what does your gut say? Do you know what gut means, Jay? What is the meaning of gut? What body part? My gut is very big after I eat ramyun and too much kimbap. Organs, which organ? Intestine? Nope. So gut is your stomach. So we kind of, in slang, we connect the stomach with instinct. I don't know why. So if I say, what does your gut say? It means, what do your instincts tell you to do? What do your instincts tell you to do? So we often use, we have expressions like gut reaction, which is a reaction that comes from your instinct. A hunch, good, okay? So a hunch is another good word. That means, yeah, something that we can't explain it. It's just coming from our instinct. So if we have a gut feeling, not courage, Henry. So if I say, I have a gut feeling, yeah, it means I have an instinctive feeling. I don't know where it's coming from, but I have it. I can't explain it. So instinct. Okay, good. Okay, what about second nature? So if I say tying my shoelaces is second nature to me. Doing my shoelaces is second nature to me. Oh, really? Korean English Dictionary, was it never? Oh, I shouldn't say this on camera, but be careful about which dictionary you use. You can say, oh, he's got guts. Sometimes guts can mean courage. He's got guts. So here, guts means like bravery, courage. But in the other context, it means instinct. Okay. Jay, you are good at this, okay? So if something is second nature, good, okay? So it's so familiar to you that you can do it without thinking. Not really a habit, but something that you've done so often or that you've learned so often that it's just totally natural to you. You don't need to think about it, okay? Okay, so second nature. So I can say, for example, brushing my teeth is second nature. I do it so often, I don't even need to think about it. It just comes automatically. Okay, we only have a couple of minutes left. I'm going to have to make this more difficult for next time. Joseph, to get accustomed, if something becomes second nature, yeah, it's to get accustomed. Okay, good. Okay, and the last one that I'm going to give is cross the line. So this is another expression that's used a lot in the movie, and the rich father is saying to the driver, don't cross the line, and he uses this expression a lot. I can't remember what the Korean one is, but cross the line, more difficult. So what does cross the line mean? Oh, Jay, you can't come next time. You're too good at this. Too rude. Yeah, usually it's associated with being rude. Yeah. Okay. Too rude. Yeah, it's time to finish. You're sad, Jae-bang. I'm sad also. So to cross the line is to do something that is not acceptable. You don't need to say sorry, Jay. It's a good thing. Okay, so if you cross the line, so for example, Some of my students in class will often keep asking me, are you married? Do you have a boyfriend? And we kind of, in the West, we would never ask a teacher this. So if you ask once, it's okay, but some students sometimes cross the line, so it becomes unacceptable behavior. Okay, doing taboo, very good. Annoying someone, yeah, but in a specific way. Okay, Jay, you're so sweet. Thank you. So guys, our time is up because Cassandra is going to be coming in 5 minutes to talk about BTS. So if some of you guys are BTS Army, you'll be getting very excited about that. I want to give you guys a few minutes of a break before the next the next class starts, in case you want to, go to the toilet, get some water or whatever. Thank you, Jay. So I hope you all enjoyed I hope you all enjoyed today's class. Yeah, I think it is a cultural difference. Yeah, we can talk about that another time. Yep, so Cassandra's broadcast is coming soon. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Have a great weekend, and I hope to chat to you again soon. Bye-bye.